Yo, what's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of October 2018. Sagittarius, some of you have three-way love life situations going on. You've got the Three of Swords in your reading this month. You've also got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm not saying all Sagittarians are, I don't know, like if you're with somebody already, potentially you might like somebody else, or you know, potentially you're someone you're with like somebody else. I'm not saying that's the case for all of you, but for some of you, it's a definite yes. And there's a lot of indications that in this reading that, you know, some of you just really aren't truly satisfied with your love lives. I mean, you have several cards that would be indicative of that this month. At the center of your reading, you have the Lovers card in the reverse. So if that card would have came in the upright, then you know, that would suggest harmony and balance in your relationship. Same with the Two of Cups in the reverse. So not all of you are feeling really satisfied with your love life situation. And I'm not saying that's the case for all of you. You know, maybe some of you, your love life is perfectly fine. But, you know, for whoever this reading is resonating with, there are Sagittarians out there who, you know, potentially they do have an interest in somebody else. Now, some of you are dealing with an air sign because you have a Queen of Swords right at the center of your reading, too. I'm not saying all Sagittarians have an air sign in their life, but if you do, the Queen of Swords would be indicative of that. And if you're not familiar with tarot, then you probably don't know that it's not about the gender on the card. It's about the suit, and it's the suit of air. So it could be anybody. Queen of Swords could be a man or a woman, but it's definitely an air sign. So it's definitely a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So who of you Sagittarians out there have a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius who is important to you in your life? This person's probably going to be a central focus in your life for the month of October 2018. Now, if you can't think of anybody who is a central focus in your life, who is an air sign, then maybe some of you will be exuding the characteristics of a Queen of Swords in the month of October 2018. The Queen of Swords is someone who has a sharp mind. They're very perceptive. They're a quick thinker. So some of you can really rely on your intellectual abilities throughout the month of October 2018. You've got the Page of Cups here. So maybe some of you are going back and forth between a water sign and an air sign. And that's really specific. Obviously, not all Sagittarians are going back and forth between a water sign and an air sign, but some of you might be. And, you know, that's where the three-way situation comes in. It might be you, your significant other, and somebody else. Or maybe if you're single, then, you know, if you're single, I'd say this is actually a pretty good scenario because, you know, maybe a water sign or an air sign would be a good option for you. So the Page of Cups could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So if you're single, Sagittarius, you know, do you know any Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces who you're interested in? Do you know any Libra, Aquarius, Gemini who you're interested in? And you might be able to have a new beginning with this person because the Ace of Wands is indicative of a new beginning. It's part of your destiny. So, you know, the card at the top of your reading, that's your destiny card. So that's where some of you are going towards a new beginning of some sort. And, you know, that lines up perfectly with the fact that Jupiter, this is a reading for October 2018, but, you know, that's only 1 month away from Jupiter shifting into your sign. And Jupiter is your ruler, Sagittarius. So Jupiter hasn't been in your sign in 12 years. And now it's back. So your ruler is returning to your sign. So this could precipitate a new beginning in your life for some of you. It's interesting, too, because Jupiter going into its home sign, Jupiter rules the number 3. So that's where you're seeing all these threes all of a sudden. They're starting to appear in your life, and three-way situations could become more prevalent in your life. Now, some of you want this to happen. Some of you, you know, if you're not satisfied in your love life, then, you know, maybe you do want a new beginning with somebody else who you're interested in. And, you know, that new beginning is part of your destiny for some of you. But for others of you, your wish is not coming true yet because you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. I'd say if the Nine of Cups is in the upright, then that would be wish fulfillment. But just because your wish isn't coming true yet, Sagittarius, doesn't mean that it's not going to come true. And, I'm going to go real specific for a minute because I discovered the use of life path numbers within tarot reading. No other tarot reader has done this before, and I'm going to keep saying this every month because I'm the one who discovered it. And you have the Lover's card in your reading. You also have the Magician card in your reading and the Fool card. So these are all resonating as life path numbers, Sagittarius. And the Lover's card is someone who is life path number 6. The Magician is someone who's life path number 1. And the Fool is someone who is life path number 22. And the way you get someone's life path number, you just have to use the numerological sequence that I provide in the tutorial video that is above the comments section. So I recorded a tutorial video. It's above the comments section in this video. So just click on that link. It'll take you to the tutorial video. I show you how to use someone's life path, or excuse me, I show you how to use someone's date of birth to get their life path number. So, some of you have an important life path number 6 in your life, as indicated by the Lover's card, or maybe somebody who's important to you, the life path number 1, or for others of you, life path number 22 with the Fool card. And it's interesting, the Fool card, I mean, some people hear that, they're like, the Fool card, that's life path number 22. That shouldn't be taken as an insult. So the Fool is the life path number 22 is actually a very rare life path number. There's not that many people who are the life path number 22, but it's usually somebody who's very spontaneous. It's usually somebody who's innovative. Sometimes they might be an artist of some sort. They might like to travel. You could see that they have their travel bag with them. But usually they're someone who's pretty adventurous. So it's not meant to be an insult. It's just a card that resonates with those who are the life path number 22. So check out that tutorial video, Sagittarius, and see it. That's really specific. Obviously, not all Sagittarians are going to have someone in their life who's life path number 1, or life path number 6, or life path number 22. Or, for a select few of you, maybe you're the life path number 6. Maybe you're the life path number 1 or 22. That's really specific. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. That suggests some of you, you're not really that satisfied with how much money you're making. And that goes perfectly with where Saturn is right now, Sagittarius. Saturn is in an area it's sort of limiting to your income, and it's going to be in this area until December 2020. So don't get frustrated, because Saturn is all about the gradual development. So, once you come out of the end of this Saturn transit, potentially some of you might be in a financial position that's better than you were before. But the thing about Saturn is things just don't happen overnight with Saturn. You got to put in the hard work. So some of you are going to be putting in a lot of hard work in the area of where you earn your income, over the next couple years. Hopefully once this Saturn transit is over of your sector of income, hopefully you'll be in a better position when it comes to, how much money you're making. But right now it just seems that, some of you really aren't that satisfied with how much money you're making because of the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, right above that, you have the Ten of Cups in the upright. And this is the part of the board where, society is the way society perceives you. So the Ten of Cups is a card that would suggest that you have a happy home life. Whether or not that's resonating with you is totally up to you, because this is a card where this card is on the board it's all about how society perceives you. So yeah, society might see it. Look at the happy family on the card. So society might perceive you as, oh, you know, the Sagittarius, they have such a happy family, like, you know. So that's how some of you are perceived by society. Whether or not that's reality is, I mean, what's happening in your household, Sagittarius? I mean, you have, you know, for those of you who have the three-way love situations going on, you know, maybe this isn't really the reality for some of you. I'm not saying that's, I mean, maybe some of you have, your home life is perfectly fine and you are truly happy, but for others of you, maybe you really do have your eye on somebody else, and, you know, this is just the way society perceives you. For some of you, it's the Ten of Cups. And, you know, it's interesting. Take your time with how you want to proceed with your love life, Sagittarius, because Venus is going to go retrograde on October 5th, and it's going to start to retrograde in an area for you that's like you have an attraction for somebody, but, you know, potentially maybe you're the only one who knows about this, or maybe it's you and a select few, but you really are, you know, a few of you really are attracted to somebody other than the person that you're with. But Venus is going to start to retrograde on October 5th, and then it will retrograde so much that it will move backwards into your your sector of technology and friendships on October 31st. So it's going to retrograde in that area, or it's going to retrograde backwards into your sector of friendships, technology on October 31st, and then it won't move direct in that area until November 16th. So you have some time to figure out how you want to proceed with your love life. And, you know, it's interesting how it's going back into this area of technology and friendships, because, you know, some of you really might be checking out, you know, maybe there's somebody on social media who you're really attracted to. Or for others of you, this person, you might know them through your friendships potentially. Now, you do have the Magician card here. So who is this person, Sagittarius? This person's really impressive. They have a snake for a belt, so you might be kind of tempted to get involved with them. They have all the tools and resources they need to make it whatever it is that they want. They're number one for a reason. They're usually really good at whatever it is they do. So this is somebody who's definitely an option for some of you. Whether or not this is actually somebody who has the life path number one, that's a different story. But this could be anybody who's just really talented at whatever it is that they do. And some of you are really captivated by this person. But with the whole Venus retrograde thing, it is really like you do have options. I mean, some of you are picking between a water sign and an air sign. If it's not a water sign or an air sign, maybe it's some other sign. You know, some of you are picking between life path number 6, 1, or 22. That's obviously very specific. Not all of you are going to have important people in your life who are those life path numbers. But the outcome of your reading this month is the Fool card. And the Fool card is indicative of a new beginning. So you have a couple cards in this reading, Sagittarius, that are indicative of a new beginning. So you have the Ace of Wands, which is indicative of a new beginning. You have the Fool card, which is indicative of a new beginning. So Sagittarius, if you want to start a new chapter in your life, it sounds like, you know, by the time you're finishing the month of October 2018, you're really going to start thinking about taking the next step with something. It could be with anything. And, you know, that just coincides with Jupiter going right into your sign in the month of November. So, like I said, you're going to finish out the month of October being in position for a new beginning in your life. Jupiter is going to shift into your sign in November. That's indicative of a new beginning. And then Venus is going to start to move forward. Venus's retrograde cycle is over midway November. So Venus is going to move forward on November 16th. So that's your reading this month, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Astrology. So if you like to read daily astrology, check me out there. Thank you for watching. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.